Hello, children. Welcome to English class. Today, we are going to learn how to draft a copycat poem and how to enhance it. So, first, let us learn how to draft a copycat poem. Now, what is the meaning about draft? Draft means to prepare. Copycat means something you imitate. Poem means we all know, isn't it? So, for drafting a copycat poem is about to prepare a poem which is already written and we have to change that subject alone. So, if I show you an example, you can get into it. So here is a particular word which is given in the center was flowers, isn't it? So it's with the word what are, for example, how are the flowers useful? So for example, it's of different colors, it gives fragrant smell, and it used for the many celebrations, and the flowers, and from the flowers the insects may get the shelter, even though it gets its nectar, and the bees collects its nectar, and it is used to decorate the houses for several festivals, and flowers are used to offer some prayers, and the Keralians, so those Kerala people will use the flowers to make rangoli. So these are the things which we can make from the flowers. So as we saw the trees poem, so we saw the uses of trees in that particular poem, isn't it? So same like that, instead of tree, in the tree poem, the tree is the main subject which was given in the poem, right? So same like that, we have to change the topic, like instead of trees, and just we are going to give another subject and we are going to draft it. So draft a copycat poem for something which you are going to copy from the previous poem is known as the drafting a copycat poem. So here is the word verb which has been drawn, that what are the uses of flowers. So just we learn how to draft a copycat poem by using this word web. So first what you have to do, you have to add the title for your poem. So that means you have to choose a specific title which is the main subject of your poem. So in the trees poem, we saw that trees and its uses we learnt. So here they have given an example as flowers. So here let us see, since flowers is a subject, we can add that as a title as well. So here they have added flowers as a title. Then what they have given, so look at each word in the word web one by one. Use these words to draft a line in the same structure as the original poem. So you all know what about the original poem. So it starts, everything which starts with trees, 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 and its uses, isn't it? So same like that, with the word web which we have drawn for the flowers, we are going to make sentences, and which is given in the original poem. So we are going to copycat that particular poem, isn't it? So let us see how to copycat it. So the first example they have given, the first one is a flowers fragrance. So with that unique words, we are going to make a sentence. So here, flowers are to spread fragrance. So they have made a sentence. Then celebrate. So flowers are to spread fragrance, and flowers offer people to celebrate. So here, reminding all the word web, we have made some words around the flowers, isn't it? So from that words you have to pick out from the word web and you have to make it as a sentence. So here, do this for the rest of the words in the word web. Remember to follow the structure of the original poem, trees. So you all know what about the original poem. So from that you have to maintain the same structure which was given in that poem, and you're going to copy that, isn't it? So here is the poem for you that used as a flowers. So flowers are to spread fragrance. Flowers are for people to celebrate. Flowers are to decorate houses. Flowers are to shelter insects. Flowers are for bees to collect nectar. Flowers are for the earth to shower colors. Flowers are to offer prayers. Flowers make mother say. What flowers to make a bouquet? Flowers make father say. What flowers to make a rangoli? Did you see any difference in the poem? Yes, the last four lines are different from the other lines. Isn't it or not? Same like that in the trees poem, last four lines are something different from the other sentences. Isn't it or not? Yes. So this is the difference you have to copy from the original poem. So here this is what the final poem will look like. So here they have given the structure which we have drafted from the original poem, isn't it? That we have done the copycat from the original poem. So here remember, you should remember the structure of these lines is different from the rest of the poem. The same thing we have taken from the original poem and we have done it. So here what are the points we need to keep in mind while we are preparing a copycat poem? So what are the things you need to follow? First thing, you need to follow the same structure which is given in the original poem. And the second thing, you need to use the ideas from the word web, so that you need to form a word web for the subject which you have chosen. Then the third thing is about you need to use the rhyme scheme of the original poem. So we all know what do you mean by rhyme scheme. So what do you mean by rhyme scheme? Rhyme scheme means, for example, in each end of the each sentence you can see the rhyming words, so that some may differ and some may not differ, isn't it? So for that, the first will be given A. That means the same sound which starts and ends will give the A, and the same sound which ends will give it B. So in the previous class we know how to make a rhyme scheme, isn't it? So that you need to follow. And another one we saw, that is about free verse. So if the rhyming words was not included in that poem, that will tell it as it is a free verse poem. So these are the methods. For example, while you're preparing the a copycat poem from the original one, you have to see whether it was the poem included the rhyme scheme or it was a free verse poem. So these three structures you need to keep it in your mind while you're preparing a copycat poem from the original poem. Then how to assess? So how will you assess this poem, whether you have done it correctly or not? So these are the points you have to keep it in mind while you're preparing. So first one, you have to see the content, that is about use the ideas that you thought of and wrote down in the word web table. So what you have to do, while you're writing, you have to while you are copycat the poem, what you have to do, you have to make a word web for the related subject. The second thing, you have to see the fluency. So how will you see the fluency? So then and there you can see the punctuation mark, the grammatical errors and the verb tense errors. So these should be maintained in your poem. Then the third thing is about accuracy. Accuracy means you need to follow the format, and it's also known as structure, which was given in the SB, that we all know what are the structure we need to follow. And there should be the word limit. For example, the sentence should not exceed 4 to for example, in the original poem, they have made 4 to 5, means you too have to maintain the same thing with the 4 to 5 words. Did you get me? This is known as word limit. Now next we are going to see how to enhance that particular poem which you have written from the original poem. How will you enhance it? So now kindly read this 2 sentences. Trees are for the wind to blow through. Trees are for the wind to gently blow through. What is the difference between these 2 sentences? Did you find one word which was added to the second sentence? Yes, it was gently. So here the adverb gently has been added to make the sentence more crispier. So here let us see. So by adding adverbs or adjectives, it makes the sentence more descriptive. So we all know, for example, while we want to describe the noun, we'll add some adverbs and or adjectives to make that crispier, isn't it? Same like that here they are following. They are enhancing something, that means the adverbs or adjective to the particular noun to make it something more interesting for the reader. Did you get me? So here they have used the word gently to enhance our poem by adding this. Then we all know you have to read the poem line by line, and you can see some of the adjectives or adverbs you can add for some of the words. No need to add for all the words in all the sentence. Just you can give some crispier for the some nouns by adding adjectives or by adding adverbs. So here from the first sentence, flowers are to spread fragrance. So here they have added a word sweet to make it crispier. So here flowers are to spread sweet fragrance. So this line makes more descriptive. Then flowers are to spread sweet fragrance. The last line they have given what flowers to make a bouquet. So what kind of flowers you can make a bouquet? You can make a bouquet with the lovely flowers. So here the word lovely has been added to make the sentence enhance it. So now we are going to see the next line, what flowers to make a rangoli. So what beautiful flowers to make a rangoli. So here they have added then and there to make the poem just to enhance it, isn't it? So here we can add the adverbs or adjective to make the sentence crispier. So now today we learned how to draft a poem, that means copycat poem from the original poem which was given in the book as an example, the tree. So from that they have written a poem, and we learned how to enhance it with certain sentences or with the adjective and adverbs. So I hope that you all understood today's lesson. So today's homework is you need to create a poem, that means a copycat poem, by using the poem trees. So what are the three structures you have to look into it? So first you have to make a word web with a particular subject which you are going to make it as a title. The second thing, you have to use the same structure which has been given in the original poem. And the third thing, you need to add for example, there may be any changes, means you can, for example, in the last 4 lines they have done, no? So you have to look into it. And the next thing is about, you have to see whether it was given in the rhyme scheme poem or in the free verse poem. To enhance it, you can add some adjectives or adverbs to certain nouns to make it crispier. Did you get me? So this is the thing you're going to do as your homework today. So just do it and post it in the Google Classroom. Thank you, dear children.